Once upon a time in the Shaolin temple, young monk meet his master. The young monk said,
"Master, even though I have been practicing this craft since childhood, I am afraid to go out and explore the world around me because I believe that the world is full of horrors and that sometimes the future appears bleak."
The master smiled at him and signaled with his hand to follow him. They proceeded to two nearby rooms. In the first room, a large carpet covered the floor, upon which lay a 7-yard long wooden beam with 2 small benches attached to each end. The master instructed him.
"Young man, walk across this beam from one end to the other."
The young monk accomplished the task effortlessly. When asked how he felt, he replied,
"It's quite easy."
The master then led the young monk to the second room, which had a 4-yard long and thick stone beam suspended over a pool of bubbling hot water. Once more, the master instructed him.
"Young man, walk across this beam from one end to the other."
The young man began to walk there at the behest of his master, but uncertainty filled his every step. The confident expression that the young monk had when walking on the wooden beam disappeared, replaced by a body drenched in sweat. Eventually, he failed to cross the stone beam and fell into the bubbling water. Then he realized that the water was not hot. The pool was a ruse, created by blowing bubbles and sending hot water vapor over them. The master smiled and approached the young monk.
"Are you surprised? Let me show you something else,"
he said. The master led the young monk back to the first room and removed the carpet with the stick in his hand, revealing a hot water pool secretly hidden underneath. Once again, the master smiled and addressed the young monk, saying,
"In the beginning you saw the unstable and long wooden beams, but you did not see anything frightening about them. In the second room you perceived a terrifying pool of hot water, but you failed to recognize the strength and stability of the short and thick stone beam above it. Your mind often dictates your reactions based on your visual perception, burdening you with unwanted thoughts and pressure. So, when confronted with a challenge that you could easily overcome, you find yourself fleeing in fear before even confronting it. Young man, your mind is trapped in this pattern, which is why you perceive the world around you in the same way."
No matter how powerful your brain is, it processes your vision and sound, sometimes making you a prisoner in your own mind. Break free from this mental prison. Regardless of the strength of your mind and abilities, how many times have you been confined by overthinking? The solution is simple. When you embark on something, do you have thoughts like, "I'm not capable of this," "I can't do it, I'm afraid," or "This isn't good"? Have you ever considered that you might be missing out on valuable experiences? These self-doubts and fears can be like heavy chains, binding your potential and preventing you from realizing all that you are truly capable of achieving. But it's important to recognize that these thoughts are not your destiny. They're merely barriers that can be overcome. Imagine a world where you challenge these self-imposed limitations, where you take those bold steps toward the unknown, and where you embrace opportunities with open arms. In this world, you'll find growth, discovery, and a sense of accomplishment that you never thought possible. It's time to break free from the shackles of self-doubt and embrace the limitless possibilities that await. Don't let fear hold you back from experiences that can enrich your life. Your mind is a powerful tool, and when harnessed positively, it can lead you to extraordinary places. This is what the master said for the last time, and you should remember it well.
The root of this issue is your own mind. There's no need to fear anything because fear exists only in your mind.